Welcome back to Lawn Dude Unearth, where we like to dive into whatever topic comes to mind each and every week. Every week we have an installment on mental health because it's important, man. You got to check on your people. You got to check on your people and have your people check on you. It is important, man. It's important to me that we continue to have discussions on mental health because it's just not talked about enough. Now we're going to cue the intro. Is going on? What is going on? What is going on? Welcome back to Lawn Dude Unearth. First and foremost, I want to go ahead and shout out my sponsors for today. First sponsor, obviously, is Lawn Dude Lawn Maintenance LLC. Again, that's Lawn Dude Lawn Maintenance LLC. It is a company that powers Lawn Dude Unearth each and every week. The other company I'd like to go ahead and shout out is Finprint Apparel. That's who does our uniforms. They're actually out of Canada, and these are the first uniforms we've had to last the whole entire season. Like, I'm amazed by that because usually the sun damages the material or damages the shirt, fades it, and it just doesn't look, the same quality by the time you get through a whole entire summer. Our uniforms, if you've seen me out and about, they still look new. They are definitely of great quality, and I don't see any reason why I would go any other company, anytime soon. So, Finprint Apparel, if you want to try them out, use Dude10, DUDE 10. Again, that's Dude 10. If you want to get a discount on their uniforms, I definitely vouch for them. You can check out the video on my channels as to how they look in comparison to what we were, rocking before and for years. If you look at the difference, of uniforms of the past for over a year in comparison to that over a year, it's night and day. But either which way, now that I got those pleasantries out the way, I say once again, welcome back to Lawn Dude on Earth. It is Thanksgiving season. Real time. I'm recording this on Thanksgiving Eve on what's today's date? Today is November 26th, 2025, real time. And Thanksgiving is tomorrow. So I want to drop this show, you know, really, I guess you could say in dedication to Thanksgiving. I just kind of, want to slow down and talk about something real. And what I mean by that is gratitude, family, growth. Gratitude, family, growth, and lessons this year has taught me. Those who may have listened to my last few podcasts know that this year has changed me in ways that I didn't expect. It opened my eyes, it refined me, it revealed people. The ones who clap for me, the ones who have been there in my lowest times, and the ones who disappeared, and the ones who just weren't as much there as I thought they were, or just weren't the people that I thought they were. And most importantly, the ones who stayed close, when things got not only low but heavy, in life, just when you find out who's really there. That's when you find out who God put in your life to actually stay around and not just be temporary. So today, I just want to talk about, being thankful. Not perfection, not for perfection at all, but for perspective. So first off, I'm thankful for my family. You know, I've been blessed with great family. My parents been great with. Let me reword that because I can't even speak right now. I've been blessed with great parents. They are truly a blessing to me. My mom and my dad. You know, my wife, my kids, my sisters. And of course, I talk about my sister, and I also talk about the sisters that I gained through marriage. They are all my sisters. you know, the rest of my family and my circle, my home. I'm blessed with a home to go to each and every night. But you're gonna hear me talk about my circle a lot, if you haven't heard me say it already. My circle honestly has gotten a little bit smaller this year alone. And I'm thankful for God showing me needs to who needs to not be considered inside that circle, and those who I'm just thankful to Him for bringing them into my life who are in that circle. This year really showed me something. You can know a lot of people, but only a few are really truly in your corner. And those few, man, man, they are priceless. They are beyond priceless. So for me, family isn't just blood, it's the ones who show up when the world goes quiet. If I learn anything this year, it's that your circle matters more than your audience. Let me say that again for the people in the back that probably did not hear or even care to hear what I just said. Your circle matters more than your audience. A lot of folks cheer when your life is good, when you're posting the highlight reel on IG, and you know everybody's thinking you got that king life and everything going great. But the real ones, they check on you when life gets confusing, when you have your low times, when things just ain't right. You know, they call just to ask, you good? They notice when your energy is off. They don't need all the details. They just make sure you're covered, make sure you're good. And in this season of life, I'm thankful for the people who did that for me. And I hope the people that I do that for are thankful for me as well. Because I realize not everybody deserves access to me anymore. I'm going to say that again. I legit realize that everybody, not everybody deserves access to me anymore. And I'm going to say that to anybody listening to this. Not everybody deserves access to you. I'm speaking from experience. Sometimes when you provide access, to yourself, to certain people, it's not it's not what's meant to be. I can't even word that in a good way. I know exactly what I want to say with that or where I want to take it. I just hope y'all understand what I'm trying to say when I say that right there. So not everybody is meant to walk into the next chapter with me. I feel like that's the biggest part of it all right there is there is a plan that God has for me. There's a plan that God has for all of us. Not everyone is always meant to walk that next path, that next chapter, that next book with you, the next stage in life. For me, my growth is becoming Micah 100. I know people sitting here going like, what is he talking about? I'm going to explain that right now. I'm not working on being Micah 2.0 or Micah 3.0. I'm not building versions. I'm working on being Micah 100. So when you see that sign, that gift that said that 100 sign that people put like at the end of, for like all different like words and stuff, and they put the 100 sign next to it. I want that next to my name, and a lot of my signatures is going to be like that because when I say that because I'm working to be 100 times better, 100 times wiser, 100 times stronger. And I'm not working on that in the new year. I'm working on that yesterday. I'm working on that yesterday. So that is something that I'm doing way before this new year comes in. Because ain't no better time to do that than now. I'm working to be a man God can trust, a man my family can lean on, a man who has learned from pain, not been destroyed by it. And let me be real with y'all for a second, man. Let me give y'all the real deal Holyfield and keep it at 1,000 with y'all. I already know, and I say this not to sound like a bragging person or nothing like that, or I don't want anyone to take this the wrong way, but anybody that knows me knows what I mean when I say this. But I already know I'm a good man as it is. But God is showing me there's more in me, more strength, more patience, more purpose, more discipline, more faith. And this year, it forced me, not even that it forced me, it just forced that out of me. Man, this year has like legit forced that out of me. It has forced more strength, more patience, more purpose, more discipline, more faith. Because without all that, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now this second. It pulled growth out of places I didn't even know needed to grow. This year also reminded me of the verse Galatians 6:2. Carry each other's burdens. Let me say that again, man. Galatians 6:2. Carry each other's burdens. We weren't designed to walk through pain alone. We weren't built to be silent soldiers. So check on your people, man. Because you got to check on your people and make sure your people check on you. Not just the loud ones, not just the emotional ones, but the strong ones, the quiet ones, the ones who always look okay, the ones who always say, I'm okay, I'm good. Because a lot of times they're not. And also, you really have to let people check on you. That's honestly real strength right there, is letting people check on you and being completely honest. This is where that circle comes in handy. That circle that you have been blessed to have. I know in my case, I have a circle I'm blessed to have to where I can, say when I'm not good, when I'm not okay, and vice versa. But there are people that the reason why I say you circle, there are people that you shouldn't just be telling that to because the enemy comes in all forms. But I straight up say, if you are listening to this right now, here's my message. Be grateful for who stayed. Be grateful for who grew with you. Be grateful for who God removed. That's key right there. Those people that are removed out your life, you got to be grateful for that. You have to. Because sometimes you're not going to get to that next stage, that next level, that next purpose, that next chapter, that next book, that next place in life, that next destination, that next blessing until certain people are removed that shouldn't be close to you and shouldn't have access to you. Another thing I'd say is be grateful for the you that's emerging from all of this. Because the version of yourself coming out of this year, the version of yourself coming out this year, man, whew, I could sit here and say, in my case, I'm stepping into Micah 100. Stronger, sharper, more grounded, more intentional, more aware, and best believe more humbled and more thankful. That's what I'm going to be. So, this Thanksgiving isn't just about food or a day off. It's about reflection. It's about gratitude. It's about acknowledging the people God placed in your life and acknowledging the growth He placed in you. I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for my circle. And I'm thankful for the man God is shaping me into. I am forever humbled to be where I'm at. I had to sit back and even look at myself and say, wow, there's small things I may complain about. It's, it's not even worth complaining about. I'm honestly thankful for it because there's so many people that are in worse spots than where any of us are at. So I'm going to keep being thankful. I'm going to keep being thankful. I'm going to keep, checking on my people. Yes, I'm going to say that again because it needs to continue to be said. And not only am I going to check on my people, I'm going to pray on my people. I'm going to pray on my folk. I'm going to pray over the strangers that I see that need prayer. So I'm going to say this today on this Thanksgiving and not even just Thanksgiving, every day. When you're breaking bread with your family this holiday season, or even you're just breaking bread by yourself, I want you to look around and look at all the things that you're thankful for. Look at all the things that could be 100 times worse, but you've been blessed. I want you to look at that situation and be thankful and thank God for putting you in a situation better than where it could be. That's why when I'm in a lot of these spots, a lot of these tough spots I've been in life, I thank God because I know it could always be so much worse. So until next time, stay grounded, stay faithful, stay grateful, and I'm going to add in stay thankful. And I'm also going to add in, stay prayed up and keep becoming 100% of you. Over and out. Be blessed. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Peace.
Thank you for listening to Lon Dude on Earth. We talk about all kinds of things here. The good stuff, the tough stuff, and everything in between. If you like the show, please give us a 5-star review. You can find us on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. Thanks for tuning in, and have a blessed day.